Hello out there. Sorry the delay in doing a video. I've actually been sick. I had COVID. Well, I think I still got it, but I'm not like deathly ill like I was. I thought I rearranged these last time. But anyways, I am back. I'm well enough anyways to, you know, do some videos. Notice I didn't complete getting him to 15, but oh well, who cares? Oops. Let's see. I still gotta do a little bit of leveling before I can move on to another area. So, what should we talk about today? I actually started this without any plan. I just wanted to do a video. uh, let's talk about Mulan and the Mulan remake. Seems like a good topic. First thing I'd like to say, Mulan is not a princess. Don't agree with me? Look up a definition of a princess. Mulan does not fall into it. To be a princess, you either have to be born into royalty or married into royalty. And, well, she's never married in any of the movies, the live action or the cartoon. And, yeah, so she is not a princess. And, yeah, it actually annoys me that she gets credited as a princess when there are actually two princesses that nobody ever talks about. Granted, they're not human, but they're still princesses. And just a quick reference to them: Princess Dot and Princess Anna. I can't remember the pronunciation from the movie Bugs Life. They're princesses. Nobody ever talks about them when they talk about the Disney princesses. Why not? They're princesses. Of course, the one becomes a queen at the end of the movie. But anyways, now I'm kind of talk about the two different the cartoon movie and the live action movie of Mulan. Now, sorry, I might cough a lot. I'm, like I said, getting over COVID. And COVID has one of the things with COVID is even if you don't have COVID anymore, you still have a lingering cough. So, sorry about that. Well, some people can. It's one of those possible side effects. Death could be the other one, but hopefully I'm completely over it and I didn't get that side effect. Now, anyways, both movies are actually really good. I was surprised I liked the live action one as much as I did. I still don't like it better than the original, but any movie with Eddie Murphy in it is amazing. He's another one of those great actors I've talked about. Like Tim Curry. Almost I've not seen a movie he's been in that he hasn't been golden. And how can you complain about a wisecracking, dragon? Dragons are amazing. Now, I don't know what the original story of Mulan is. I haven't looked that up. I haven't read the original story or anything like that. It's one of those few that I haven't. But, anyways, you start out with them doing the matchmaker thing. Actually, they both have their really funny versions. I'm having a hard time remembering the live action one. I don't have Disney Plus right now. I don't have the greatest of internet right now. It's actually partly why I'm not doing as many Fallout videos because they are hard to upload. That and the last one I did, I had had a little bit of an issue. I ran out of hard drive space and I had to move some of my stuff over to my wife's computer. All right, both movies center around Mulan being, and she wants to save her father's life because there's a war going on. The cartoon has the Huns. I think they call them something else in the remake, but they're basically the Huns. And well, she, uh, assumably, if this is based on a true story, is one of the first transvestites. A person dressing up as the opposite gender. And it's, who cares? I don't care if you have a problem or don't have a problem with transvestites. There's nothing wrong with them. Another one of my favorite people in the world. He's a gay guy, and he's black. I've known him since I was 6. Yeah, about 6 years old. I think is when we met him. My parents were in the army. Well, my father was. Great guy. And now I've never known him to dress in, you know. Well, okay, transvestite's not the terminology for what Milan did. It's dress and drag. That's the terminology. Sorry, I misspoke on that. Now, yeah, again, I've never seen him dress in drag, but his partners have dressed in drag. He's a gay guy. Now, I've never actually went to any of their performances because they actually performed on stage as special friends. I'm not going to name his name just in case, because last I knew, he still hadn't told his real family. Last I knew, I don't know for sure if he has or hasn't any yet, but you know, just because your blood doesn't mean your family, anyways. Your true family will accept you for who you are, no matter what. But anyways, back to Milan. Again, I have ADHD. My mind my train of thought gets derailed all the time. I'll start talking about one thing and go and ramble on about another. Anyways, so beginning of the movie, the both movies, she's trying, doing the matchmaker thing. Both movies fail. There's a lot of slapstick comedy in both, and yeah, both of them had pretty entertaining scenes. Um, of course, this is feudal China, and it's not technically allowed for a woman to join the army, which is why she's dressing in drag. Drag. I wonder if that's actually considered a derogatory comment now. I mean, certain comments didn't used to be, and now they are. I have to look that up. But anyways, she goes off, and I think the live action. I can't It's been a while. I've only watched it once. I haven't rewatched it, and again, right now I can't. So my memory's a little vague of it. I do remember liking the live action one. Honestly, I do recommend you going watching that one. I can't really give it a good, accurate description, so I guess I'll just focus on the original. Though I will say this: Mulan in the live action, the original voice actress of Mulan is actually in there briefly, close to the end. I wish she would have had more lines, though. She had a very brief word, line, and that was it. She should have had a bigger role, I think. I think she should have been either. Crap, I can't. If she's young enough, she should have been Mulan's mother. If she's not young enough, she should have been Mulan's grandmother. But I digress. Anywho, I love the grandmother in the cartoon. Especially at the end when everything's said and done. She's like, well, I had to get to there. If you haven't seen it, you really should watch it. Because there will be spoilers. But she's funny. Love her Lucky Cricket, too. I do not know if there was a voice actor that played the Lucky Cricket. Sometimes they have a voice actor doing just animal sounds. I don't know. The thing is, I don't think they should. If they're just doing animal sounds, and you can't tell they're human, I don't think they should get credit. If you can tell they're human, well, maybe they should get credit, but. Anywho. Yeah. So she dresses up like her dad because he was summoned to war. She takes his transcripts or whatever, his papers saying that one male from every family had to go, and yeah, it's pretty fun when Mushu or Eddie Murphy is trying to pick out her name. A lot of issues there. It's like, he ends up coming with Ping, his best friend's name, though his best friend did steal his girlfriend. He is a spirit. Who the heck is his girlfriend? Best friend, and who was his girlfriend? He is a spirit guardian. There are other guardians showing up there at the house, so maybe it was one of them. But anyways, at first she's having a lot of trouble. And you have the actually it's a pretty nice song. I'll Make a Man Out of You. It's not a bad song. I don't know if it's something they would get away with today. The live action is not a musical. I don't remember them having hardly any music, which kind of hurts the movie in my opinion. Here's the thing. You're going to make a remake out of a movie that was a musical. You need to have songs in it that help tell the story. Lady and the Tramp did it, and they did it great. That's why I was like, it's hard for me to pick which I like better, the Lady and the Tramp one. This one, it's definitely the original. Not that the remake is bad. The remake is good. It just could have been better. Yeah, there's some of those remakes I've watched once and I will never rewatch again. This one I will rewatch. I don't have Disney Plus right now. I don't have a way to watch it. I don't even know if I have the original right now, but I've watched that one so many times. Hey, when you're a kid growing up and you have little friends, and when I mean little friends, I had hardly any friends. Most of the time I had a friend that came over, it was kids my mom babysat. And can you really call them friends? Well, maybe some of them. A few of them are still my friends today. But trying being a teenager and all your friends are too young, all the people you can call friends that you hang around with are too young. Not. It's like yeah. I didn't date much growing up. But anyways, neither did Mulan. she was an outcast too. I guess I can relate to that. Can't really say it was clumsy like she was, because she's very clumsy in the movie, at least until she gets trained up. Uh, but like I said, I'll Make a Man Out of You song. It's a pretty good song. And it was meant to be the montage song, you know, the Zero to Hero song. If you get that reference, if you don't, why aren't you watching more Disney movies? But anyways, so they have the training montage. She's the only one to get to the top of the earlier on the general captain, the leader of their squad shoots this arrow to the top of this pole, and it's a really tall pole. Nobody seems to be able to get it, but she was smart enough to figure it out. She was about to leave though because she was having trouble. But it was after this she started doing good. She used her brain. Are you trying to say guys are stupid? I do have that issue about the movie. It's like guys are not stupid. Just like women aren't weak. Women can be as strong as men. So some of these older movies can be very controversial and things. They're a product of their time, and you kind of got to give them a little leeway because of it. Nowadays, we know women aren't weak, and the people who say that, well, I think you need to get a thing called a clue. Women are not weak. Men are not stupid. Not that us men can't be stupid. Everybody has made stupid choices before. Well, the person who is observing them, really hate that character. I don't remember if they had him in the remake or not, but he's gonna give them a bad report, even though they're doing really good in their training. Well, Mushu dresses up and makes them. I'm doing a video, Zane. Mushu shows up and, dressed up. Actually, I do not know how this guy thought Mushu was really human. He came in riding on a panda for one thing. I mean, who rides a panda? I don't know how. But anyways, I've never no, at least in what I've noticed of Chinese history, never noticed anybody riding a panda. But hey, whatever. Hey, it's a cartoon. It doesn't have to be realistic or historically accurate. It's a cartoon to entertain. It was entertaining to see that scene and laugh at the dude's stupidity. But Mushu convinces him that they're needed at the front. So the guy's like, "Hey, we gotta go." And so they rush off. They have another song. Oh, before they go off, though, Mulan's trying to have a bath. Just because I'm a man doesn't even have to smell like one. Now the thing is, okay, men can have an actually stronger scent than women. I can't argue with that one. I've always had a stronger odor. So yeah, I can see her complaint. But anyways, well, in her bath, three of basically her sidekicks of the movie, unless you count Mushu and the Lucky Cricket. But as far as her human sidekicks go, those are her human sidekicks, and they're pretty fun characters. Actually, I think Juan, I think is his name. He's like the angry, grumpy one. I think they rehashed his character for Inside Out. You haven't watched that one? Watch it. It's a fun movie. Sad though, very sad. I mean, I had to give it to to Disney. They're really good at making you feel bad for things that don't exist, that die. Like, and even this, it was not only a care. Well, we're not talking about Inside Out right now, but yeah, I think they rehashed his character, and I think it worked for Inside. He played a character that was similar to him was anger. Anyways, those three show up and they're going to take a bath too. Well, she's trying to hide herself. Well, I think there are a few things they'll notice if they get a good look at her. To notice that she's not male. So she's trying to hide. So it's kind of a funny scene. I think that scene's more for the adults and the kids. Which, come on. The adults are watching the movie with the kids. You got to have a little bit of adult humor in the movies, because, well, you got to entertain the parents, or they're not going to go take their kids to a movie. But it's funny when she does finally get out and she's covered up. He's like, "I never want to see a naked man again." While the rest of the squad comes running by to go swimming. Now the whole thing with Mushu and the inspector happened after he got out of the bath. Yeah. But anyways, they're going off now to fight in the war. And then they sing a song about a girl worth fighting for, and they all have their own opinions. Food, beauty, and I know there was a third one. But, when Mulan, they come to Mulan, what she wants out of a woman, see, the thing is, she may be dressing in drag, but she still is into men. So, yeah. It's kind of hard for her to judge a woman when she's not really into women. But she's talking about an intelligent girl who speaks her mind, which is basically what she is. She's always seemed to be that way with her father, and her father always accepted her for it. And hey, a girl should be like that. You should speak your mind. But you also shouldn't be a Karen. Speak your mind, but do it. As my father has always said, kill him with kindness. You got a problem with somebody, kill him with kindness. I have my own philosophy. Do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. If that doesn't work, do unto others how others do unto you. I mean, you got to do what works for you. I try to be a peaceful person, but hey, I will yell at you if you push me enough. I try to be nice to a point. Push me out past that point, I won't be nice. But anywho. But it's a good song. I mean, again, another one of those things that's a product of its time. Showing how chauvinistic some of those guys are. But those guys are made up for in the sequel, which, granted, not all, most sequels in general, but especially Disney straight-to-video sequels, are not that good. This one, the sequel to Mulan, is kind of one of those middle grounds. It's not great. It's not bad. It's worth watching occasionally. Not as much as the first one, but again, it's better than a lot of other straight to video sequels, which I probably will talk to about a few of them. But in that one, they find girls that do set in their what how they want a woman to be, but also they, they I'm not sure how to describe them very well. It's been a while since I've seen it, but they like to speak their mind too. Like, well, they're taught not to, and they try to be that way. But basically they end up liking the girls that speak their mind. But they also have the characteristics that the guys wanted too. So I mean, they got a little bit of what they wanted and what they didn't realize they wanted. Because you know what, you want the girl, you get her for the whole package. But anyways, well, the song ends and they see this village. It is completely destroyed. Like they're what remains is on fire. The thing is, the captain, his father, was the head of the squad that was there, and well, his father's obviously dead. He has a slight mourning period, which in war it sucks. Can't mourn that long. It is what it is, You gotta wait till the end of the war to get all your grief out. I mean, it sucks. I'm, you know, but if he let it get to him at the time, he probably would have ended up dying himself. His squad could have been completely wiped out if he had let his emotions run him. And that's the thing, you can't always. Okay. You can't always let your emotions run you. But you also can't be a heartless robot either. So, you gotta. Again, it's one of those things you gotta find the middle ground of. And, well, especially being a father, you have to find that middle ground. You have to be strong, or if you don't be strong, your kids are going to freak out more than what they are about things. So keep that in mind, people. If you have kids, if you think you're going to freak out, try to leave the room. Don't show it in front of them. Okay? But you also want to know them that you're also a feeling, caring person. So don't just be completely heartless either. But if you're going to have a breakdown, don't do it in front of the kids. Which is another thing they were probably trying to do. Not have him freak out in front of the kids in the kids movie. Sometimes you got to be strong with your emotions. I'm not saying don't talk out your problems. You definitely talk out your problems with people. And if your kids are all you got to talk to them. But don't be like freaking out about things. Anyhow, he has his brief mourning, and his men just stand back and watch and wait till he's ready. Then they start to move out. And then Mushu kind of screws up and lights a firework off. Tries to blame the Lucky Cricket. Um, can't blame the Lucky Cricket. You're the one who breathes fire. Anywho, it signals the Huns to where they are. And, well, the Huns are coming at them. They're about to fight. But before the Huns are shooting fire arrows, and then they hit the rockets, the fireworks. Rockets and fireworks were basically the same thing back then. They used their fireworks as rockets. Which, I have to have a little PSA thing here with fireworks. You can hurt yourself. If you're going to play with them, that's fine. But you got to be safe about it. When I was a kid, I watched people light off fireworks. They would not let kids do it. Kids were only allowed to watch. There's a reason they called them bottle rockets. The one they stuck them in a bottle and they lit and they ran. They made sure the bottle was stable. Though I think there are better ways than a bottle, but you don't just stand there, because what if the rocket actually doesn't shoot off into the air? It could just pop right there. You don't want to be that close to it when it pops. That would hurt. You don't want it in your hands. When you you light it, you let it go. You get away. Run. They can hurt, even kill. They can be fun. But, you gotta be careful when you're having fun. Remember to be protected. Actually, your best bet would be to, if you can have some kind of barrier between you and the rocket, just in case it didn't want to fire, that would be even better. But anyways, their fireworks, they all blew up except for one. And they're trying to find, it was like, well, we only got the one, aimed for Shan Yu. The leader of the bad guys. And, well, Mulan, being the smart woman, again, just because she's a woman doesn't mean she's smart. But it doesn't mean she's stupid either. Don't take me saying that either. Women can be smart, women can be dumb. So can men. It's not a gender, it's a human thing. Humans in general can be dumb. Look at the people in office. I mean, I can't say I'm a huge Biden fan. I'm not really a Biden fan. But, I'm trying to give him a chance. I mean, considering how bad the last administration went. Of course, the last administration shouldn't have been in the office, but that's neither here nor there. He made a mistake over the summer. We all make mistakes. But he did make a speech. Speaking of that, since I'm talking about, and he made a good point. Was there ever a good time to pull out of Iraq? I mean, I still think he shouldn't have done it, but he had a point. Actually, as far as that goes, I'm still waiting to see what happens. Because either A, it was just a mistake, and everybody's allowed to, well, at least, everybody gets one. But I'm also keeping an open mind that it wasn't a mistake. He was trying to possibly get us to go to war. I don't know yet. Time will tell. So far, it doesn't seem like it, but we'll see. Because, hey, for some reason, our government seems to think they can get more money if we're at war. But, I love how the last administration was like, before it happened, was like, oh, it's all because of me that it's happening. I'm the one who set all this in play. And then as soon as it happens, like, dude, why'd you do that? You're an idiot for actually doing it. Like, wait, you're just trying to take credit for it, and now you're backpedaling because it had a backlash? That was, yeah. I may not be a Biden fan, but I hated the last administration altogether. Sorry for all you Trumpers out there. I hated him. He insulted the Oompa Loompas too many times. He tried to become one. Didn't work. They are cool. He is not. Anyhow. Mulan grabs the firework, the rocket, runs forward. They thought she was going to just get a close shot on Shan Yu. No, she aimed for the mountain and caused an avalanche. She got cut really badly in the process. And, well, that comes to be an issue later, obviously. But we'll get there. Avalanche comes, everybody's running and screaming. All the Hun army got buried. The survivors of the Chinese army did not, because there some did die, in the initial volley of arrows and stuff that were shot from the Hun army. They hid behind a rock. Oh no, Mulan and the captain fall off the cliff. Oh no, they're gonna die. They shoot an arrow at them that has a rope tied to it. Oh, he forgot to grab the rope. Oh no. Yeah. Some of those things is they force drama to make it more dramatic. And here's the thing. This is probably one of the worst things they did with this movie. She tied the rope. Well, she got the arrow. She tied the end of the rope to her saddle, shot the arrow back, and then somehow the guy magically caught it. It had to have been magic, because, well, if he hadn't caught it, they just would have fallen and died. Anyhow. And they pull him up. The thing is, here's the biggest problem about this. They pulled up the horse, too. I think the rope would have broke. Or the saddle would have broke, or something. There's no way it would have held the horse and two humans. Ropes are not that strong. They can only handle so much strain before they break. And I just don't think it could handle that. I could be wrong. Maybe Matt Pat can do a film theory about it. I love Matt Pat. You haven't heard of Matt Pat? Look up film theory, game theory, and food theory. And GT Live. He is a great YouTuber. I hope someday to be well, no, I'll never be as good as him, no matter what. He's too good to be, to strive to be as good as. Like I said, he's got some great theories out there. If you're big on FNAF, you definitely want to check out his FNAF theories. Because before the controversy that happened with the owner of FNAF, which he does talk about, Matt Pat does. So if you want to know about the controversy, you can watch Matt Pat's video about it. And he gave up the company because of it. Because basically he didn't want his company to go down because he screwed up. Again, humans screw up. It's just part of it being human. We're not perfect. Keep that in mind when you see somebody that doesn't fit perfection to your eyes. You're not perfect either. Nobody is. But anyways, they saved the trio. Well, technically the five of them, but they don't know Mushu and the Lucky Bug are with them. Yeah. And they find out Mulan, Ping as they know her by at this point, is hurt badly. Which is another reason why I don't think they would have been able to save him, because she would not have had the strength to keep going as badly as she was hurt. Well, they erect a medical tent, stick her in it, have the medical personnel take a look at her, fix her up, And, well, they notice a few things that prove that she is not male. She's still a warrior, and but they're supposed to kill her because of their laws, blah 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 blah. But she saved the captain, and the captain, well, here's the thing about the captain. You could tell even before he found out that Ping was a female, he liked Ping. Well, at least, well, maybe not at first, but Ping grew on him. It's kind of funny because he thought Ping was a male, so he probably was never gonna do anything with Ping because of the time period and all that. But combined with the fact that he liked Mulan and she saved his life, he spared his, but banned him from the army. Obviously there had been dishonor upon the family. There's a whole bunch of that, and you know what? My opinion, she brought a ton of honor to her family, even if she had what happens later in the movie doesn't happen. She saved her father's life by joining the army. She became a great warrior. She saved the lives of as many of her squad members as she could at the risk of her own life. She was a true warrior. Yeah, anybody that's sexist out there who thinks she wasn't, get off my channel. I don't want to. I want to deal with you. Women can be just as good as fighters as men. Better even. My daughter, let's see, last year, she's in 4th grade now, so she was in 3rd grade. Punched a 6th grader for making fun of a friend of hers. That 6th grader refused to even come near her after that. But, girls are weaker than boys. yeah, right. She kicked his booty, and he was ashamed. He not only got his butt kicked by a girl, by a little girl. Well, not really that little. She's about the size. She's 10 now, and she's the size of a 13-year-old. But and the attitude to boot. Love my kids, but woo, I wasn't ready for that teenage attitude yet. I don't know if I ever would have been. Anywho. But anyhow, he let Mulan live, and then they went off without Mulan, which could have killed her anyways. If she's out in the wilderness by herself, did they leave her food? Did they leave her water? I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh well. I got into talking? I wasn't paying attention. Wait, what level is that guy at now? Whoa, you do not need that anymore. Item. Take. I'll give you this, the experience share. What was silver powder? Oh, bug type moves. I gotta remember to put that back on. But, anyways. So, she's about to head home and face the dishonor of her family. Which she would never face dishonor. Her family loved her too much. He did kind of treat her badly when she. Oh, hey, you evolved. Nice. Wonder what you're gonna look at like when you're fully evolved. Anywho, his dad loved her. He kind of was mean to her when she first was telling him he shouldn't go and all that. But he had. It was the time of pride. He had a male pride there at the moment. But when she ran off, he was all upset not because she could bring dishonor to the family, but because she could die. Not because you know her being discovered would have hurt the family. He didn't care about all that. He only cared about his daughter. We'll get to that later. But anyways, she's about to head off to face the dishonor she's thinking she's going to get. But in some of the Huns start popping out of the snow like daisies. Turn that down, Zane. Son put on his favorite show on the TV DVD combo we have for him. It's pretty loud. But anyways, so she rushes off to warn her friends, which actually, let me backpedal. When the reviewer, the inspector, was saying that they're supposed to kill her and all that, her three sidekicks, her three friends, who are true friends, tried to defend her. They didn't care she was female. They didn't look at her the way the normal men at that time period would have looked at her. No, they looked at her as their friend, the person who saved their butts. They are true friends. She didn't do wrong, and her friends wanted to stick up for her. So again, I guess it's not just in the sequel. It's in this one they redeem themselves. They aren't the typical male chauvinistics. They love Mulan. She's family to them. That's a true friend. You're not friends. You're family when you're that close. Again, blood doesn't matter when it comes to your real family. People say blood is thicker than water. No. There are members in my family that I couldn't give two shakes of a rat's booty about. And if you're wondering why I'm saying booty, I'm trying to keep this family friendly. Especially with the Pokemon game. Anywho, she's rushing off to let her friends know, the rest of her squad, to warn them. But they didn't want to. None of them wanted to listen. She's dressed as a female now. They don't want to listen. Well, except her trio friends. You can tell they took what she said to heart. Ooh, psychic gas. Get rid of sand attack. I'll try that out. Huh. But anyways, again, they didn't listen to her. Well, guess what? Turned out she was telling the truth. Shocker, right? But how could, being that she's been lying to him for months, how were they supposed to know that she was telling the truth? I mean, you could tell her real friends were believing her. And let's face it, her captain wanted to believe her. But he was kind of butthurt about the whole, her lying to him. Which you can understand that. But, yeah, she may have lied about her gender. She didn't lie about anything else other than her name. You saw her true personality. You knew her. Even if you didn't know her true name and gender, you knew her. But still, she did lie. And it's kind of hard to come back from a lie. But anyways, they get attacked, and then her three true friends weren't surprised. And actually, her captain wasn't either. They kidnapped the Emperor. when they attacked. They ran into the palace and locked the door. Well, they're trying to brute force their way in. Well, that's not going to work. And even if they did work, it wouldn't work quick enough. So, Mulan's like, hey guys, I got a plan. Which, okay, I get part of this was more for funniness, though at least at this point, that's what it seems like. You actually find out that it actually comes in handy as a disguise. But they, her trio of friends dress up as female concubines. If you don't know what a concubine is, well, let's see. How to describe a concubine in a kid-friendly way? They serve the emperor. They're special servants for the emperor. There we go. They're female servants of the emperor. You want to know more than that, and you're a kid watching this? Ask your parents. I ain't telling you more than that. But anyways, they still got to get into the palace. Well, remember that little maneuver she did before that I said she was so smart about? Cause see, I didn't completely explain it, now did I? They had these weights tied to their hands. Strength and discipline is what they called them. And that would weigh them down. Well, what she did is she wrapped them around the pole, like a real swift movement where they tangled each other. She used that as leverage to pull herself up. She'd scooch herself up a little bit, then scooch the weights up a little bit. They did something similar here. They didn't have weights, they just have clothing. I'm assuming the clothing is strong enough for this. I don't know. I'm not a historian. I'm not a tailor. What moves should I get rid of? You know what? I'm not getting rid of any moves. I like these moves. So anyways, now her captain comes up too. Now he doesn't dress up in drag like they do. But now he's always had this cape that he's had, and he's using that the way they're using shawls. Is that what I think there's shawls that go around their necks. Again, not a clothing expert. Not that I don't knit. I do knit. My wife taught me how. I was bored one day. We were watching a movie. I'm like, hey, show me how to do it. I've made kids' clothing. I've made stuffed animals for my kids. I'm not ashamed of it. My kids love the stuff I've made for them. Even made a few things without patterns, thanks to the teaching of my wife. I made a Sonic. Now, granted, I'm not happy with it. I think I could have done better. My son loves it. My wife made shoes for it, but the shoes disappeared. But anyways. Well, I also just fixed my other son's baby dragon, huh?
Daddy, I hugged you so I didn't keep pinning around and around.
Yeah, he had this dragon he calls Baby Dragon. It's one of the ones from How to Train Your Dragon, the blue and yellow one. He loves it. Well, we got it at Goodwill, but it came from Build-A-Bear. And you know where if you've been to Build-A-Bear, you know they leave a hole. They leave a hole in the back so that they can put the stuffing in. Well, the seams came loose, and I fixed it. I actually planned this. I used different colored thread to do it so that it looked a little unique. He likes it. That's all that matters. If you guys don't like, you think I'm weird for being handy like that? Oh well, my kids love me for it. What is your if you have a bad opinion about it? Who cares? The people's opinions who do matter, They love it. So again, you got a problem with it? Oh well, I don't care. And if you do like it, well, not to sound rude, I don't care. I mean, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate it. But when it comes down to it, the only opinions that matter are my kids of the stuff I've made for them. That's the bottom line. But anyways, back to Mulan again. ADHD. I'm sorry, you'll hear me saying that a lot. Train of thought. But so they make their way up. They now they gotta wait and make their way to the Emperor. Shang, yeah, having trouble saying his name right now. The leader of the Huns, Shang Li, whatever. I was saying it earlier. Now I can't seem to say it. But he's trying to get the Emperor to bow to him. Be like, ha, I beat you. I beat your wall. I beat your army. Blah, 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 blah. You haven't beat his army yet. His army's still at your feet. What's left of it, anyways. Well, the ones that are dressed up as concubines, walk out first. And they're like, ugh, concubines. Ugly concubines. But the one still waves at them. Well, one of them who was using an apple for boobs, well, the apple dropped out. And he did like a bashful turn, like, oops. They're like, huh? But then they pull out all the variety of fruit they were using, the last apple, the watermelon. I think the other one was using pineapples. I can't remember. But anyways, the watermelons get smashed over their heads. They get knocked out and pulled out of the way because there's only two guarding the door. The captain runs in, starts fighting with the leader of the Hun army. He's actually losing. Well, Mulan throws a shoe at the leader, thinking, he's like, be like, he's not the one you want. I'm the one you want. She pulls her hair back, like the soldier from the mountain. He just leaves her captain there, and chase ensues. They end up on the roof. And well, Mushu, in the meantime, while they're making their way to the roof, goes under Mulan's orders, goes to where they're lighting fireworks off from. He goes there with he had stolen a kite on the way that gave him bat-like wings. And this is fun. They're like, who are you? Your worst nightmare, in a Batman voice. Again, gotta love Eddie Murphy. Even if that was a planned line, you know what? He pulled it off. Some of these actors, I'd love to see them all in a movie together. Well, the ones that are still alive. Robin Williams is dead, obviously. That sucks ass. Oh, sorry. That sucks. Yeah. But we still got Bill Murray. We still got Eddie Murphy. We don't got Cosby anymore. Yeah, we unfortunately. I mean, he technically is still around, last I heard, but yeah, there's issues there. Unfortunately, take. I don't know. Sorry, but yeah. But we still got Tim Curry. We still got. Let's see, who do we still got? Again, train of thought being derailed. But yeah, we got all those. great actors out there that are still around. Will Smith. A lot of them are black actors. Samuel L. Jackson. Wesley Snipes. So I hear there's controversy with him too, but from what I hear, it's not really that big of a deal. I haven't looked up the controversy with him right now, but whatever. I'd still love to see all of them in movies together. Hey, yes, I'm even a Chuck Norris fan, but I don't get what's so special about him. I mean, can somebody explain it? I mean, people seem to act like he's a god. I mean, yeah, he's a great actor. He's one of the greats. I wouldn't call him a god, though. Tim Curry, I might say he's pretty up there on that pedestal as far as acting goes. I don't get it with yeah, but yeah, we still got a lot of greats still alive. Can we have a movie with all of them? Arnold, you know, get him in there. They kind of did it with Expendables. They got some of the greats going on. But anyways, distracted. Mushu scares off the people lighting off the fireworks. What's wrong?
I can't open it.
Here. Son needed help. Sorry. But anyways, Mushu takes one of the biggest fireworks. Well, Mulan's making her way to the roof. She gets to the roof. She's like, okay, this is about where I need him to be. She's looking around for him. He busts through the roof. Almost gets her. All she has left on her is a fan. Which, hey, I've used they're supposed to be a girly thing. I've used those fans before. They are amazing. On a hot day, it's no different than taking a magazine and waving it in front of your face to cool off. But she uses that, disarms him in a pretty sweet maneuver. He's like, you're out of tricks, aren't you? Not quite. Now, she knows he's stronger than her. Because, well, yeah, he's bigger. He's got more muscles. He's been training longer than she has. Yeah, he's strong. He's more experienced. So, what she does is she pins his cape. No capes! Pins his cape to the roof. And it's like, then Mushu's there. He's like, rips away his wings. He's like, light me to the lucky bug. Well, they light him. The rocket goes off, hits Shun Yu. Shun Yu, there we go. Now she's running, grabs Mushu and the lucky bug, and she's like, off the roof. Because, more drama, But actually, in this case, it was probably a good idea. And, well, she uses her Shaw thingy to slide down like a zip line. Well, the thing is, she was making sure he was lined up for the area they had the rockets in. Well, when they lit the rocket and Mushu's rocket and it hit him, it was big enough that somehow carried him all the way to where the rockets were, the fireworks. And well, there's a big explosion going off, lots of fireworks. Boom, 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 all over the place. So, like I said, it was a good thing she zip-lined out of there, because she might have actually got hurt. Alright, well, now the day is saved. Oh no, here's the Emperor. The law says she should be killed. Well, also the subordinate of the investigator, or whatever you want to call him. The dipweed. The jerk. The dork. Nah, dork is too good for him. The Karen. There we go, the Karen. Or is it Kevin or Ken for male Karens? Anyways, it's like, that is a direct attempt on my life. No, it wasn't, douchebag. They were trying to save the Emperor. Anyways, the Emperor's like listing all of her crimes. Be like, you stole your father's sword, impersonated an officer, destroyed the royal palace. And then he's like, and you have saved us all. And bows before her. Yes, he bows before a woman. Which, hey, it's not a bad idea to bow before the women every so often. But just like it's not bad for them to bow before us every so often. I mean, mutual exchange. Anyways, he wants to make her a general in his army. And she's like, yeah, right now I just want to go home and see my family. And he's like, okay, here's a medal showing, telling the world what you've done. Here's the sword of the bad guy, which somehow got blown off the roof onto the ground. Be like, so you can show your father, what you have done. Let's see, magnitude. No. I do not need that on you anymore. Anyways, he gives her all these tokens, basically. And, she goes off to go see her family. Well, the captain, gives her, it's like, this is yours. Well, your father. Oh, wait, no, that's later. The Emperor's like, oh, some really good philosophy saying, Chinese are known for, and hey, I love Chinese. I love, at least a lot of things about the Chinese culture I like. It's one of the best cultures. Well, with some things, not everything, obviously. But it's like any culture. There's good and bad everywhere. Well, I only know of bad coming out of North Korea, but I have also tried to look in North Korean culture. But anyways, he says a thing, and the captain's like, huh? It's like, you don't meet a girl like that every dynasty. Or dynasty. Basically, dude, go get your woman. I can tell you like her. Well, it's like there's many names for this. There's the stupid slap, or the Denozo snout slap, some people call it. That's basically what the Emperor just gave the captain of the guard. It's like, dude, you're an idiot. Go. But anyways, Mulan gets home and she's all afraid of what her dad's gonna say. It's like, here, a medal from the Emperor and the Sheng Yao sword and Sheng Yu sword. Her dad tosses him to the ground. Be like, the greatest honor is having you as a daughter. He didn't give a crap about the trinkets, the tokens. He only cared about his daughter, like a true father should. You care about your kids. You know, you know, like anybody, they're gonna make their mistakes. They're gonna grow. They're gonna live. They're gonna, they're just gonna be what they're gonna be. And you gotta deal with it. But do you know what honored him the most about his daughter? Oh shit! I just closed. I'm an idiot. I just closed that, and I forgot to save. Oh boy! Again, we make mistakes. I'll have to get back to that spot. I'll re-level my characters off screen. I'm not gonna bore you all with doing it again. Again, I'm human. I make mistakes. But anywho, again, he didn't care about all that. He just cared about his daughter. That's all he cared about. Grandma's like, another reason like the grandma's like, she brings all this back, but she could have brought a man. And the captain shows up with her father's helmet, her helmet at this point, and he he's like, oh, this is you forgot your helmet. I mean, your helmet. And it's like he's all nervous and stuff. And Milan's like, hey, you want to stay for dinner? Grandmother's like, you want to stay forever? Oh, like I said, I love the grandma. All right, well, and that's Mulan for you. The remake is, it's mostly the same. Yeah, there are differences, obviously. It's been too long, and I've only watched it once. I just remembered I liked it, but not as much as the original. I do recommend watching it. It is worth the watch. All right, have fun.